24. 24.
You gotta you're trying to do that show with Kiefer Sutherland, 24.
Oh yeah, where you have the 4 different screens, and then it's like doo 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 doo. That's the second a good one.
I think the best is South Park when Cartman was doing that, and he's talking in that grisly voice all the time. Kind of that loud whispering.
Yeah,
I'm in the bathroom. Just.
It's. I mean, I like the concept of the show, but it was dumb.
Never saw it. Don't care.
You don't need to ever.
Great, because we're gonna have our own episode 24 right now. You're in it.
Episode 22.
Welcome to. Oh, what the fuck year is it?
Are we still in the quarantine?
Dude, 2020 needs to go.
It's the big dub deuce right now.
It's the fourth quarter of 2020. So we're in episode 22.
Yeah, let's not talk about fourth quarters.
Because last episode,
football right now.
Well, I don't really care. Yeah. So last episode we got a little buzzed. That was fun. I did get some feedback that you should drink more.
Me?
Yeah, just maybe a little bit before, a little pregame, take the edge off. You're apparently way funnier.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. As opposed to being I'm tired and I'm Ray and I'm rigid. You got to take a little bit of the edge off. So.
Well, whoever said that, fuck you.
Maybe they're right. And you just did it. You just proved them right now. Fuck you. I don't need to drink. I'm fine. Yeah, okay, buddy.
Not giving in peer pressure.
Gropo tits. Don't be such a pussy, man. It's okay to get a little nightcap in there.
You call me a pussy.
Yeah.
Huh? Doesn't work. We're not in college anymore. Grew up.
You're telling our fans to fuck off because they maybe have a good idea, and you're fucking. Oh no, bullshit. I know I'm right.
I didn't say anything about me being right. I just told them to fuck off.
Well, that's not very nice.
That's
not very nice at all.
Okay.
Wag my finger at you, mister. So yeah, we should definitely find a reason to do that again. I mean, I'm buzzed most of the time anyway. Could
the reason just be next week? I mean, that could be a reason.
I mean, it could just be the fact that it's 7:00. I mean, I'm out of easy beverages. So if I did it this week, I'd have to harden the pain on some liquor.
Or skedaddle in your fucking Crocs down to the store and get yourself some things from the liquor mart.
Why do you think I have Crocs, bro?
I mean, watch change in 2020, Dan. We haven't seen each other. Maybe you're rocking the Crocs.
I don't have Crocs. You know better than this. There's no fucking way. I don't care how destroyed the world gets. Those Crocs are going to stay right where they are.
Zombie apocalypse. Dan is not wearing Crocs.
6 feet away from me. That's how far they're going to stay away from me at minimum.
It's post-apocalyptic world. Dan hasn't worn shoes in 6 months. He comes across a Croc store, keeps walking. Is that what you're telling me?
He's like, fuck this. Yep. The calluses on my feet will be sufficient.
It's way more comfortable.
Stepping in zombie goop and eyeballs and I don't care. I don't fucking care. Everyone else since the world's come to terms with it. Crocs are the Twinkie of shoes after
right,
a cataclysm. Yeah.
It's probably true.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I feel like Toms would kind of burn up their linen, right? But the rubber silicone thing of Crocs, I think they might survive some shit.
Yeah, I don't care. I
Pretty
will
durable.
barefoot that shit up.
Because think about it, if things flooded, they wouldn't care, right? Where other shoes would be jacked up.
I would use them as a raft. If they were going to float, make a big old raft out of Crocs.
That's a good point. I never thought about that. They could be a survival tour there.
Yeah,
you could tie them all together and float across somewhere. We're in
right.
Waterworld, Kevin Costner.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
But I would not wear them. You're not caught dead.
Would you pick out a specific color if you're going to make a raft? All camo or bright ass pink, or just doesn't matter? Just string that shit together and call it good. You have to go find laces because they don't have any.
Right.
Or would you use the strap and just kind of strap it together type thing?
Yeah, just strap it through. The heel strap, I would just strap them together. Yeah. So
you'd have strapless shoes and then you'd weave in the straps to get them all together.
Yeah, they got all those holes in them, right? So you just make it work that way. I mean, that would be the only way I would use them as a utility, not to walk in, not for my feet, unless they were the American flag ones, because that matters. No,
right.
It doesn't.
Right. You think you use them as a weapon, the Hispanic mother, Latino mother type thing?
Chanclas, the chancla throw.
Yeah,
dude, I think they are not as stealthy as a normal chancla for a throw. Like you would hear that shit coming, like
like a helicopter.
Yeah, just like you just hear this like whoa as it's coming through, just totally like cutting air. Fucking the it's the like didgeridoo of fucking Chanclas. It's just you hear it coming.
I was watching
bam, like it's coming.
I was watching something on one of the social media platforms. It was like a compilation of moms throwing, their chanclas at their kids. Some of these moms, man, they're like pro disc golf fucking with these sandals. Just hitting around the corner and everything. Just the thing's flying.
ESPN The Ocho comes out and like they just have like a disc golf tournament. And this is, first year on the tour, 7-year chancla thrower. And just like she goes out there and just rips, dude. That would be some shit.
Making her transition over from chancla throwing. Betty.
She's just like got this serious face, kind of leaning over with the disc. And her putter is a chancla because she doesn't react. She's like, I've got to really close the deal with this chancla.
Yeah.
They allow it to happen.
Her whole windup is still like taking it off her foot, so she like reaches back and grabs it. And
yeah. It's like a shot put thrower. Go through the whole motion. Yeah,
have to. Otherwise, it's not the same.
You don't get the same whip. I mean, the power comes from the hips, right?
Yeah.
So
you're reaching all the way back to the foot. You get that whole turn.
Yep.
You get all that torque built up, and then kinetic energy all the way through.
Boom, physics, bitch. Well, anything exciting happening last week? I know, like, it's been slammed at work. So
that was it, man. I watched a compilation of chancla throwing for about 5 minutes. That was probably the most exciting part of my week.
That was the highlight of your week, bro? Oh, my God.
No, not too much. I mean, it's we're still all in semi-quarantine here. And yeah, work's busy and being a dad. So watching the kid grow up, participating in his life. That's about it.
Yep.
Trying to be a husband, adjusting to that stuff.
Trying to be? How's that working out?
It's the same as like when I was a boyfriend, but now I have to wear a ring. And I'm a little more financially culpable.
I don't even know where to go with that. You just sounded like, I'm kind of like, it's okay, man.
It's fine. It's good. It's just, there's not a lot to change. We've been together for 10 years, so it's not like life's going to change miraculously here because we went through the ceremony. It's all good.
Man, but the Tupac song changes, there's all kinds of changes in that song.
Don't even get me started on. So I heard that Tupac song the other day playing on one of the, what they call the oldies radios now, which made me feel like I'm fucking old. Which was changes, but then that changes a remake of another song from like the 70s, right?
Yeah. I 100% know that. I
found out that one of my favorite rappers, who only has 4 singles, by the way, that were any good, Coolio, Gangsta Paradise, was a remake of a song by, I think, Stevie Wonder back in the 70s.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that, dude. I thought it was like, oh, this is cool. But yeah, it's like he sampled that track and then remade it. And I was like, oh, mind blown.
Anything you've heard in the rap game, dude, has been sampled off some shit like 6 times over. There's nothing like that's like original. They just, even if it's just like a 4-bar like sample and like they rip it up and distort it and everything else. It's all.
Yeah, it's a remake. I'm boycotting Coolio for the next 2 weeks, maybe.
2 weeks.
Can't be too mad at it.
Shame on him. Shame on him.
I mean, Fantastic Voyage that's the jam, man.
It is. But that's also like a sampled song.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Let's see. What did I do? Lick some door handles, probably.
You out in Salinas or something?
No, I was not there. That's doorbells. They're famous for doorbell licking. Okay.
I didn't know if you took the Princess Salinas down to there and started licking stuff.
It's like we just ding dong ditch people with our tongues.
Like a parade.
It's like the Salinas version of mailbox, like you're hitting mailboxes with your baseball bats. You just lick a doorbell and run. Yeah, that's exactly it. You kids better quit licking my doorbell. Shaking fists and stuff, wiping disinfectant and everything. That's not very COVID friendly.
Kids aren't going to doorbell ditch anymore at sleepovers. They're going to doorbell lick.
Yeah. No. That's, dude. Yeah, what would be like the pranks of these days for kids? Because like, when we were kids, it was like TPing houses, lighting bags of dog shit on fire, You know,
it's probably like making fake Instagram accounts and bullying kids or something.
I think that's actually that's not really bullying. That's bullying. That's not pranking. Like a prank is like, what would you do to prank people?
Catfishing on fake Instagram on TikTok accounts or something.
Jesus, making one on knowing the dude's crush and making a fake account and hella DMing him like all day long. Like, girl, my crush loves me. No, not real. Not a verified account.
I mean, it's kind of messed up, but that would be a good prank.
Dude, that is kind of fucked up, man. What are you messing with people's emotions like that for?
Yeah.
And kids are fierce.
I don't know. I don't think a lot of kids bully anymore, to be honest with you. I'm sure it happens out there, but when I was coaching lacrosse, man, there's some kids out there that are just weird, but as a pack, they would all like defend the kid, which is kind of cool to see, right? So if you said like, dude, you run funny, they're like, don't pick on him. He's got ADHD or some shit like that. And you're like, whoa, dude, just said you run funny.
Does every kid like have an ailment now that we all have to be conscious of so no one picks on anybody because you could be hurting somebody's feelings?
It might be either that or they just progressed, new generation. It's different. I mean, like when we went through high school, no one was stuffing anybody into lockers. But that happened 10 years before that.
We didn't have lockers.
Right. But trash cans or whatever. That was the big thing I heard. Is like when you go to high school, they're gonna put you in a trash can on Fridays for freshman Fridays.
Yeah, they're gonna can you.
That was the thing. I never once was threatened with being canned. Once.
Yeah, I never was motivated to do that either.
As a senior, yeah. Like, why would you do that? It's a lot of effort.
Yeah, I mean, I remember there was a big push, like right as we got out of high school, like bullying campaign, anti-bullying campaigns, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like my kids just now starting school, and they're talking about potentially going back to school here within the next couple months. So we'll see how that goes. But I mean, I don't know. I'll have to come back and see because I am not going to like put up with anybody picking on the kid at all. Like that's not. I don't need him to get bullied on, but I'll find out. You can't tie your shoes, or I don't know, whatever random shit they're going to make fun of him about. Like that's not what I want to have happen.
I mean, you can't fight all his battles. But you can definitely.
I definitely don't want him to be a bully either. I don't think he would be a bully though. He's not that kind of kid. So. Oh. No. So we'll see.
He'll be fine.
I think so. I just teach him, get him into like self-defense classes, and just learn how to pop every kid in the nose. Carter, this was your 5th bloody nose this month. Tell these motherfuckers quit talking shit.
I think then he would be the bully, wouldn't he?
Not if they started it. Self-defense. Get away from my purse. Punch. Like that's, it's coming right for us. Whack. Like you just gotta.
Yeah.
Don't touch me there. Bow. Like you just come up with whatever.
I just wanted to see if you wanted some graham crackers.
I'm lactose intolerant. Whap. Like, I mean, just whatever the ailment is.
Stranger danger. Pow. I'm your teacher.
I don't know you. I haven't been to your house. You haven't shown me pictures of your family.
You're wearing different makeup. Boom.
We're not friends on Instagram. Like I can't socially
follow
stalk you.
You're a stranger to me.
You keep your account private. I don't know anything about you. That's stranger danger when you can't find someone on social media platforms to figure out what they've been posting.
Their lifestyle.
Yeah, to say like, oh, maybe this guy's legit or not. It's all bad. I mean, my accounts are all like, you have to be a friend of mine or something like that. But
you have to be this tall to ride that ride.
Yeah, I've gone back though, like, oh yeah, I remember this guy from high school, and I wonder what he's up to. You kind of surf through the annals of fucking social media to see if you can find something to learn about, what they've been doing. Like, oh man, okay, 15 kids, that's cool, congratulations, like, or whatever. Like, it's just random shit. You ever done that where you just kind of get like a aha moment about somebody?
No, 15 kids. I don't think I've ever gone back and looked at Facebook page.
Dude, you just like fucking.
You can edit that out.
I'm not.
Love her, but man, that's a lot of kids.
That's not gonna happen. You're gonna own that one.
No, it's all good.
No, I've done it every once in a while. I just go back and see, or meet somebody new and then try to go hunt them down and see what they do.
Facebook stalk them, Instagram stalk them.
I'm pretty good at first impressions off the get. So, like, if I meet somebody at, like, a dinner...
Like doing impressions or just...
Oh, I used to be. I don't try to do that anymore. But, But no, like meet someone at a dinner or something or a gathering, and I mean, I can probably figure out within the first 5 minutes if it's like, yeah, that guy's okay, or no, you're annoying as fuck. Like, get away from me.
Fuck you. You're cool. You're weird.
Fuck you, I'm out.
And this guy needs to stop drinking milk. What the fuck?
You say milk?
Yeah.
He needs some milk. Dude, could you imagine like going to a party and like just bringing fucking Mott's apple juice or some shit? And,
BYOB, and you're just bringing
fucking Capri Sun packs and like, no, these are not for mixing. These are just for me. Like,
squeeze it.
My mom doesn't allow me to get jacked up on sugar.
Like Buster from Arrested Development.
Exactly. You have like 2 of them, and then Buster from Arrested Development comes out.
Yeah. Hell wasted.
Let's party! Woo!
What are you drinking?
Capri
Cran grape?
That's a cheap date, man. That's a cheap drunk. I wish I was back there doing that. That may be way easier.
You can.
Nowadays, it's like, okay, I got to buy like $100 worth of shit. You know what I did have the other day?
Pizza?
You know what all the kids are doing these days? It's called buzz balls. Have you seen those?
No.
They're like these little balls. They're like a normal pop lid top to it. And they have different flavors like margarita this, or I think one of them was like a mudslide. Dude, they're like 15% alcohol by volume. Little like ball thing.
Like a Mickey's hand grenade, but
like a hand grenade. Yeah, exactly.
But with like a pop top.
Yeah. 15%. I was like, dang, dude, they're rough, but they're pretty good. Yeah. Catch it on the run, take a couple of those, you're ready to go. Buzz balls.
Do you throw them like a grenade after too?
I would just know they're like baseball.
Pop them, slip them, and throw that shit.
They're good baseball side. You could definitely like belt somebody at it, like really get a good pitch in there if you wanted to.
Here, take this buzz ball and just fucking launch it.
Yeah, that one would definitely fly a little bit better than the croc if you're gonna like zing it at somebody.
Those would have been way better for Stone Cold Steve Austin to drink than the beers. Right?
The Coors, yeah. Well, they wouldn't explode. Where I always felt kind of bad, like,
but he'd be able to catch him easier, right?
He would be able to catch him, but he always wasted beer, right? Like, I remember, like, yeah, he's drinking beer, but like after he's like gotten thrown at him, they're already shaken up, right? Then he pops him, half the beer's gone immediately. Then he slams them together, and like another half of that half is gone. And then he like glug, 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 chugs both of them left, and it's like, dude, you had like a sip and half of each of them.
Yeah, he had a shot of beer.
Yeah, the rest of it's spilling down his shirt, and everyone's like, "Wee, Stone Cold likes beer." I'm like, no, the Matt likes beer. Like that's where it all went.
But it was so cool, though. It was the coolest thing you saw. So cool. 12 years old or 10 years old, whatever you were. Oh, hell yeah.
Gonna get a hell yeah. It's cool to drink alcohol at 12. Is that what we thought? I don't know any one person who didn't watch like wrestling and then immediately started like not trying the moves on their brother or friend. It happens every fucking time.
I did it once, and I DDT'd some kid on some cement, and I never did it after that. Because it did not
you
go
were
well,
the
man.
bully popping noses. That's what you were.
It was my friend. It was my friend at the time too. He did something. I think he like hit me in the balls or something like that, and I like DDT'd him.
He low blowed.
He's like, my head, and I'm like, you alright, bro?
And that's the first time you got a concussion.
Him or me?
Him.
Probably. I don't know. I think I stayed the night at his house that night too, so it was no big deal. I mean, he survived. He didn't get too wrecked, but I just thought to myself after that, like, it's probably not a good idea to do that. He could have really got hurt.
We had a buddy of ours who had a black box, so we got to do like every pay-per-view at his house.
A Game Genie for your TV?
There's a Game Genie for your TV. Yeah. But you didn't have to know like a 15 like digit code or anything. You just got unscrambled porn, and
that's what you should do is go get some Game Genie codes and make those your passwords. Never get hacked.
Dude, but you'd have to carry a book around and fucking look it all up. Like, it's take forever to get into anything. Like, you have to do it with a controller.
My Gmail, that was Kirby. Okay, so got to go to Kirby here.
Shit.
Anyway, so Black Box pay-per-view. Sorry, I had to
So
you.
we would watch it. No worries. So we would watch these pay-per-view events, and he had a trampoline in the backyard. You know,
of course,
AKA Hell in a Cell, right?
Yeah.
So.
Awesome.
We would go out there afterwards and like just fucking beat the shit out of each other for a solid hour until one of us got to sprain something or other, or we would like tire out. I mean, I've definitely jumped off the couch like at my house and like, you know, just landed on my brother.
People's elbow.
People's elbow off the top. Yeah, just all kinds of stupid shit.
Yeah. Never doing too many high risk stuff. Like a leg drop may happen. The figure 4 or something like that.
Yeah, you definitely like put him in a headlock, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, get off of me. My brother hated that. I'd always pin him down and like put my knees on his arms and then like act like I'm going to spit on him. He fucking hated that.
It's so fucking gross, dude. my brothers used to do that too. They really never, I don't think they ever wanted me, but I remember my older brother used to do it to my younger brother, and he would like eat candy beforehand, so it'd make it extra sticky. So it looked like it literally looked like one of those like so like the slap hands, you know,
you'd like coming out of his mouth. Get that extra long string coming down and everything.
Yeah, and then he'd be able to soak that back up like a lizard tongue. It was crazy.
You get it so close. Hey, quit it, stop! Shake your head back and forth.
And then you miss it one time, and you're like, "Oh shit!" And then your brother's like, "Did you really spit on me?" You're like, "It's okay, it's okay."
It's okay. Shh, don't tell mom. It's okay. Shh, yeah.
I'll wipe it up. I'll clean it up. It's okay. Don't worry.
I'm sorry. It's okay.
Sorry.
What's going on? Nothing. He's fine.
Dude, you just sounded just like your mom right there.
He's fine. Don't worry about it. And you hear it coming like shit. And you just like,
oh fuck.
The Chancla's coming.
He's good.
Stop crying. Shh. Stop.
Shut up.
I'll give you my candy. You know, like whatever it is, dude. You just fucking start negotiating.
I do remember one time I had a buddy who he would like hang out with older kids, and they were like the 90s punk rocker type people, and they were about 3 or 4 years older than us, and some of them were like in high school and stuff like that too, and we were in elementary, middle school. And they had like a whole backyard wrestling thing. And so he told me one day, like, "Oh, I'm going to go do backyard wrestling." And I'm like, "What do you mean you're going to go do backyard wrestling?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, so got backyard wrestling." And so I didn't have to convince. I mean, he was a good friend of mine, so I stayed the night at his house a lot. But I wouldn't stay the night at his house. And we went over to this other person's house where they had backyard wrestling, and it was legit like a bunch of box mattresses, not even like mattresses, like box mattresses covered with like a sheet, and then like some 2x4s is like the posts, right? The ring posts, and then like straight up rope and chain as like the ropes.
Chain?
Yeah, dude. It was pretty raw. And then around it was like all these messed up chairs and tables and like barbed wire and like light bulbs and stuff. It was like hardcore. Like, you see those back in the day we used to see those like VHSs with like all the bloody backyard wrestling and shit. It was legit just like that. And these guys were out there and they were wrestling and they were beating the shit out of each other. And it was like, okay, I'm pretty sure WWE is fake. And then I'm like looking at this, I'm like, I'm pretty sure this shit's real. Like, what they were doing to each other.
I like how you're like, I'm pretty sure it's fake. Like, even to this day, you're still like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
The only thing that's real about the WWE is the fact that they are like athletic enough to have to do these maneuvers and stunts and do it in a way that doesn't hurt themselves. Like, I'm impressed by that. I'm still, no, dude, because like, when Mankind, jumped off Hell in the Cell.
Yeah,
that fucker was crazy. Like, put their bodies on the line all the time. So while the thrown punches may be fake, while the storyline is completely fabricated, and who's a bad guy and who's a good guy this week is completely done up. The thing that is real is the raw abuse that these guys put on their bodies week in and week out, just fucking selling out for the crowd.
I don't think anybody questioned their athleticism. They just kind of said like, "Hey, is it real or not?" Right?
Yeah.
And obviously, back when it first started, way back when, there's more of a, "Is it real or not?" And then as UFC came out, and people were like, "Oh yeah, WWE is really not real."
I like how one of the describing things in this person's backyard was light bulbs.
It was the first time I saw anybody get like.
Was it the fluorescent tubes?
Yeah, it was the tubes.
Oh,
and
nice.
They would just launch it over this person's back. I'm like, dude, that hurts. That hurts.
And they explode.
And then the barbed wire, like getting slammed on barbed wire. First of all, if I was like, where did you get this? And then I thought, now thinking back on it, I'm like, they probably got it from fucking some store or stole it.
They probably just, stole it out of some supply cabinet at school or some shit.
It was kind of a messed up situation. I think back on it because there were like older kids there. And I think there was like some like adults, but not adults that like lived at the house, just like adult friends that kind of hung around and like watched this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like fans of it.
You mean like child abuse?
They weren't really participating in it, but like,
you better fucking hit him again, like that, like.
Well, it was like, hey, I'm the these kids were 13, 14, 15 type thing, and they were doing that stuff, and then you have the 19, 20-year-old kids that would stop by and like watch it. So
yeah, definitely peer pressure to watch these like kids beat the shit out of each other.
But they weren't participating; they were just kind of like as fans, right? Then you think about like your normal stereotypical wrestling fan. That was these guys showing up at somebody's backyard with like a beer in their hand, watching these teenage kids beat the shit out of each other. Man, my life could have been so much different.
You brought up another thing, talking about like people in middle school and high school. Like, do you remember? I don't know if it was for you because you were a little bit behind me, but like the separation of people, like. For me, it was like, are you a rocker or are you a rapper? Like, do you listen to rap music or do you listen to rock music? Like, that was the division, right? Like,
yeah. And then if you listen to country, no one wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, you were the one that like sat in the corner by yourself for lunch. Like,
well, it didn't help that our middle school was shaped like a fucking prison, and it definitely was separated like a prison. Rocker or rapper? That was your thing. Which one were you?
Yep. So, what do you think it is now? Because like I don't know if about you, but like rock isn't a prominent genre in my eyes anymore. No. I don't see a lot of it, So what do you think? Like, what do you think the kids like separate on now? You think it's still music based? Like, oh, you listen to Avicii? Like, what do you think?
I think kids are more accepting now.
Accepting the music?
Just everything. Like, I don't think they divide like that anymore. I mean, you probably do. Divide.
Do you think it's like material status? Do you think it has anything to do with that?
No.
Man.
Again, from coaching high school lacrosse for the 3 or 4 years that I did that, I didn't really see that a lot of the. But again, I'm not there every day, so I'm not during the school day and stuff like that. But
there's got to be a social hierarchy, though, dude. Like the popular kids in school, that's still a thing. There has to be a hierarchy there.
I don't know, man. I think it might be a little more leveled out than when we were there. I mean, definitely you don't have the whole NSYNC Backstreet Boys battle that was back in the day.
That was a whole different battle. Yeah. It was definitely.
If you were a girl, you had to pick NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. You couldn't have both.
Yep. And then you'd be like, Linkin Park. And you're like, that's not a boy band. Like,
I came out after.
But there's boys in the band. No, that's not the. I get it, but it's not the same.
Nickelback.
No one that was the country group. Go sit over there. Get out of here.
Hanson.
Yeah, well, I know, we do have some teachers that I think listen to this, or people that work in schools. They have to know something. So help me out. Understand what the social hierarchy is now in schools these days. Where did the cool kids land, or where is it like, because it was so stupid. Like it was stupid. What kind of music you listen to? And that was the categorization of your status in school.
Maybe it's like scooter kids versus hoverboard kids or some shit like that now.
The Healy kids go sit by themselves.
Yeah. It's so early 2000s Heelys.
Oh, man. I don't know. Yeah, that's so completely out of touch. I'm getting old. Definitely getting old. I'm going to be 36 this year. I'm going to be 36 in like a month and a half.
That's crazy. You are old. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I'm like close.
Wouldn't that be
40.
weird though if you had to pick almost like some Hunger Games dystopian bullshit where like in middle school you picked rocker or rapper and then you were stuck with that forever? Like you try to change when you're 36 and you're like, I want to be a rapper now. And I picked rock when I was a kid, and they're like, no, you're stuck with that forever. Like that was your thing. Like you're just in this niche forever, no matter what you said.
I mean, if I had to pick a niche, I would definitely pick the rap niche. Like they definitely live a more like, verbose lifestyle than I think the rock lifestyle is.
Could be, yeah. But imagine if you're a kid that picked country at that time, like you kind of be.
You're stuck with that shit.
You're stuck with country, man.
They probably still are, actually, and I probably still subconsciously I'm like judging you. That's the fucked up part about it. Is like, what kind of music you listen to? Oh, Kenny Chesney. Okay, cool. Well, all right, well, see you later. Like,
for me, if a girl listens to country music, it was okay. But
that's okay.
When guys listen to country music, I'm like, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah, girls listen to country don't bother
Come on,
me
Jacob.
as much.
What are you doing with your life?
What? I'm just out here trying to, kick my boots, and it's like
She thinks my tractor's sexy. What?
You don't even own a tractor. You drive a Prius.
It's fucking Sacramento, dude. There's no get out of here, tractor.
Well, I mean, Sacramento was the farm town for a long time.
Sure.
Long time it was deemed as
maybe for people who live in Rio Linda, but we didn't live there.
Well, I mean, suburbs have grown out. Definitely is not a farm town anymore. Well, I think it still is. I mean, there's still farming and agriculture that happens here, but not nearly as much.
Anyway, moral of the story is this kid didn't have a tractor, unless he had a toy tractor and I didn't know about it, in which case it's still kind of creepy because, why are you playing a toy tractor and trying to pick up chicks?
Can you imagine going on a date and
like
slamming
my
the
John
tractor
Deere
down on the table? Like, do you think it's sexy? And she'd be like, it looks a little small. And he'd be like, are we still talking about the tractor? Like, that would be
She's like, yes and no.
It's not sexy. It's not at all. And she's like, oh my God, get me out of here.
No, she's like, sorry, I'm a rocker.
Sorry. If I ever go on a dating app, that'll be the first thing. I listen to rap music and I would just wash out all the people I like. Yep, we're just gonna go there.
Like a Guess Who game?
Listen to rap music. Don't at me. If you don't know WAP. Don't at me if you don't listen to WAP.
Unless you can sing Rapper's Delight, I don't want to hear from you.
That's a good song, man. And it's not, that also was a remix. What was the name of the group? Now I'm drawing a blank. Holy shit.
What was the remix?
Well, the Rapper's Delight, the original one is
I'm talking about the original one.
The original one?
Yeah.
Man, I'm drawing a blank on the original and who sung the remake.
The Sugar Hill Gang?
Sugar Hill Gang, but no, the other one that was done by Def Squad was the one that did a remake with Redman, Keith Murray, and Eric Sermon. Did you ever listen to that one?
No.
I said a hip, hop, hip, and dude, that song is the shit.
Mm-hmm.
How come they don't remake country songs like that? What if they did that?
They probably do. I mean, they do covers of them, I'm sure.
Well, covers is one thing, but samples and total remix, total, total redos of songs like that. I guess
they do. We were listening to how was it the other day? Because Cordy listens to the Newfound Glory and My Chemical Romance and kind of the emo kind of Avril Lavigne type of music. What the hell is that called?
Punk?
Yeah, I guess punk. I guess it would be punk. So she listens to that kind of stuff, Cute Is What We Aim For and all that.
Where are you?
Yes,
and
exactly.
I'm so sorry.
Anything that sounds like that.
I cannot sleep. I cannot. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so she listens to that, but there's punk goes rap, and they do a bunch of these punk bands do covers of rap songs. You can find those. So they do. I'm sure there's country versions of all this stuff too out there.
Sure, I'm pretty sure there is. I don't.
Or are you saying, hey, rappers should grab a country song and make it into a rap song?
They've done that already. Take my horse to the Old Town Road. Gonna ride till I can't no more. And that song's actually kind of cool. Yeah. For the first 15 million times I heard it. And then, what is he doing now? What is Lil Nas X doing now?
He released another album or another single. Wasn't as popular. COVID got it.
Can't wait for this to blow over.
Well, you're gonna have to.
I know. All I want for Christmas
is you
the COVID to go away. Well, that's the death song of retail is Mariah Carey's fucking All I Want for Christmas.
I saw a meme of that the other day where it was every time the retail workers hear Mariah Carey's words, they fucking call out sick.
It's true, man. That fucking song, man, was
every store, everywhere, every mall, and every town. Just
shoot me right in the tonsils. That song is literally the death song.
As soon as you hear those bells, the jingle of those bells, you're like, oh shit.
Fuck, it's coming.
It's you're on It's a Small World ride for 8 hours every day you're working.
Yep. I'm so glad I don't do retail anymore. God, that was terrible.
You don't ever want to go back? Work a Black Friday?
Nope. Don't ever want to work a Black Friday like that. Absolutely not. The what was that? What was I thinking about? I actually went into a mall the other day, like because they just started opening back up, and like I just sat there and laughed, dude, because like the same kind of people go in there. They were there, just cruising around. I'm like, yo, I haven't stepped foot in a mall in like 15 years, yet they are still out here, just chopping it up, making a mess.
Like literally the same people, or just the same type of person?
No, the same type of people. Yeah, no, they're the same people.
There are some There are some same people that we know still work retail.
That's true.
That happens.
That's true. But no, there's the same kind of like type of person that goes in every day and shops around and.
Oh, like the moms that always return shit.
The moms,
the teenage girls that one, go to
that one chick had that hustle, man. Straight up hustle where she would like buy shit on her
Meg?
Hawaiian card. Yeah.
Meg.
I'm not going to say her. I know her. Yeah. And I know her last name too. She would buy
B.
shit on her Hawaiian card. Yep. Yep. You know it. Buy shit on her Hawaiian Airlines card just to get miles. Yeah. And it would clear. Like the miles would clear. And then she would return that shit without a beat. But under the month time frame, she would return that shit. And I was like, this bitch. She's just like, I don't even want to help you. You're just going to return it.
Yeah.
God. Well, she used to like write checks too, and that was always a bitch to return. And then she started doing.
Yeah. I think she legit like took him like for her son though, like tried to buy it for her son, and then just he would send shit
win him
back.
over with love.
I don't know.
I don't want that, Mom. God, you don't know my taste.
I did like when I got to a different retail store that I was working at, a different company. They would track that shit. So if you return too much, they start like denying your returns. Which I thought was amazing because you never did that in the other store, right? No,
we never did.
Yeah.
Target does that though.
Yeah, and then they do like because the one store I worked for, they had an issue with people reselling their stuff, right? So they'd come over from Asia and like come into all the outlet stores and like grab all that stuff and then ship it back and resell it in the Asian market, right? Because they can make a profit doing that.
Sure.
But the issue is like every time that would basically clean out inventory within the stores, and it would kind of damage the brand too. So they started putting limits. Like you can only buy 3 of each item. It was crazy.
So even limits on buying shit, huh?
Yeah. So like if someone walked in and they were like, this person's a reseller, they would name it like, yeah, this person's a reseller. And these people would come in and they'd buy like 3 of certain things. And they do like, up to 9 items what they could buy. They buy 3 of each, 3 of one kind of something, 3 of another kind of something, and 3 of another kind of something. They would leave. And then, come back a week later and do it again. And then sometimes you get like people with teams. They'd come in like in vans. And so they would like...
You'd have like 15 people buying
3
of
15 people buying 3 of something all the way through. And then eventually you get to the point where like, hey, are you guys all together? And if they say yes, then you say you kind of count them as one person. And it jacks things up. So people just get smart.
Man, but you're making sales.
I know, it's crazy, right? Trying to deny sales because people are trying to resell your shit.
Yeah, I get the brand and everything.
You got to be making a ton of money to be able to deny people sell. Like, I don't want to sell stuff to you, or I don't care if you buy my shit or not.
Right. I've heard of companies that will take excess product that they don't sell for like that particular season or whatever, and they'll like destroy it, like straight torch it, because they don't want them to be captured like on an off market and then damaging the integrity of the brand.
Yep.
So like selling knockoffs at 50% off and like everyone's got that product now. It's not really selling knockoffs. It's like selling legit unsold product. What did I just read? An article the other day where I guess there was a company that was contracted out by like Apple to destroy recycled and like returned product, like phones, watches, and everything else. And they got busted by not destroying it, not e-wasting it, but like refurbish, resell type shit. So, there you are. But I don't know. Like, I get the thought. However, your product is still out there, like being used on a regular basis, being marketed, being presented. So whether it be a phone, a watch, a wallet, pair of glasses, shoes, like it's your brand still out there being, marketed on people's bodies.
Yeah, but it comes down to like how it hits your bottom line too, right? So if if other people are supposed to be destroying the stuff and you flood the market, it's kind of your whole supply and demand thing, right?
Sure.
I mean, if you want to, I can go into a whole 5-hour dissertation on why
you
that
have 20
could
minutes.
be a problem. But I won't go there and bore everybody with that.
I get damaging the brand, right? Especially if it doesn't work and people think like, oh, this is an Apple product or this is a fucking, Jordan, a legit Jordan, or something like that, and then they go say it.
Well, it hurts sales. It hurts sales too. It causes a bunch of other stuff that can happen. So,
well, shit wasn't so expensive, then people wouldn't try to find a way to work around it.
People didn't want to get paid so much. Maybe the shit wouldn't be so expensive.
It's true. Socialism. Let's do it. No, I'm kidding. Please. Everything's the same. How much is that? $5. How much is that? $5. How is that? $5. How much do you have? $5. All right, we only get to pick one thing then. Fuck.
I don't even have enough for chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. Car, $5. Chicken nuggets, $5. You want to eat? You want to ride? Oh, fuck. I'll eat tomorrow. Today we riding though.
Try to catch me riding dirty. Speaking of retail, there is I've been going through my Netflix stuff, and there's a new series called Sneakerheads. You should probably check that out.
Yeah, that's up my alley.
Six episodes, 20-minute episodes or something like that. But it was all right. If you appreciate the sneaker hustle and the sneaker game, you'll appreciate this one. It's definitely worth a watch for the 2 or 3 hours that's on there.
Nice. I'll have to take a look. I do appreciate shoes. I am not like...
You know what? I'll go add it to your Netflix list just for you.
Okay, why don't you just do that? Thanks. Because I'll forget.
Since it's just there.
It's just there.
I'm just going to start doing that to your shit. Just go in there and add shit to your... Dan, you should watch this. I wish I could leave a note. I should be able to leave a note.
As long as you don't start watching random shit on my profile and give me weird recommendations, I'm good. Don't fuck with my profile, but you can add shit to my watch list.
What?
I don't want to watch Downton Abbey. Why have I already seen 15 episodes of this? What the fuck, dude?
I just fell asleep with it one night on.
Totally fucking up my recommendations.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch all over your shit. Just go in there and start hitting like on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I'll watch the shoe thing. I definitely am interested in that. I'm not one of those people though that would like wait in line though for the new pair to release or whatever. I'm not.
That's what this show's about. Is that right there? It's not a documentary. It's straight up like a comedy, right? So it's not like anything real, but it's definitely just like a sitcom to watch.
There were people that do it. When I worked at the shoe store, man, there was definitely people that would come in and like buy up, like when Air Force Ones were a big thing. Oh fuck! Like I had a dude. He bought like every size, and they were white, but they were gum bottom, not white bottom. Like we're not white on white.
Mm-hmm.
And he thought he was buying white on white at first, and then he was like, "I was like, nah, man, these are gum bottom. That's all we got." And he still was like, "Ah, fuck, all right, I'll buy them. Like, I'll still cop them," because he knew that he could like get them back, like get the money back on it. Because everybody wanted Air Forces. Thanks, Nelly.
Give me 2 per.
But I'll just go into the store now and I'll just find something that I'm interested in. Like I like that color, I like that colorway, or I like that style, or
yeah, man, I was looking for a new
pair of these
red camo Crocs. I love those. Looking all whole year for these.
Give me 2 pairs of those.
Give me 2 per of Crocs.
You gonna buy the little fucking trinkets too that you put on there, like a frog or a ladybug or whatever the fuck. You can do that too.
Like it's a fucking charm bracelet or something. People
they
really
have
do that.
Those. They have those. You haven't seen those before?
No, when people
Croc charms.
I just try to like when someone puts Crocs on, I in my view, it's like, oh, you got Crocs on, you don't exist anymore. That's kind of how it registers with me.
Bro, there's shoe charms. Like that's a thing on the actual website.
Oh my god. How much do they cost?
Yeah.
They're like $10 each, aren't they?
$4. There's a Susan G. Komen bra that you can buy for $4. Letters, each letter $4. Yeah, dude, they got legit charms.
It's legitness.
Deck out your clogs, man. I bet you like there's like aftermarket ones. Yeah, dude, Croc charms on Etsy. Fuck yeah.
Amazon Croc charms.
125 random different shoe charms that fit clog shoes.
You should buy them all and wear them.
This motherfucker's got Crocs with Jordan charms on the fucking Croc.
No.
That's cheating. You can't do that. Mercedes-Benz logo, 2 pairs of Jordans, a Bentley logo.
Oh my God, no.
And then a flex. No, like that is not a thing. Dude, fuck these things. These need to go die. Like wherever Beanie Babies went, that's where these need to go.
And Furbies?
No, Furbies were tight, man. Don't even fuck with Furbies.
It was crazy as fuck.
You pet them motherfuckers that are like plastic eyeballs and clothes and they go, yeah, that was...
It's like having your own very own Mogwai.
Dude, that was why they were so cool, man, is Mogwai. I would get a Mogwai, dude, in a heartbeat. Mogwais are awesome. Just don't pour water on them and don't feed them after midnight.
Yeah. Good.
Which way did it go? Would water multiply them and feeding them after midnight turn them into gremlins?
I don't know,
I think
dude.
that's what it was.
I was like 3 when that came out.
Don't get them wet. Don't expose them to bright light. Don't feed them after midnight. Okay.
Oh, I forgot about the bright light.
What happens if you feed a Mogwai after midnight? They're made after the Mogwai eats food after midnight. After a few hours, the Mogwai is now transformed. Yeah, feeding them after midnight would turn them into a gremlin. Water on them would make them replicate. And then I think the sunlight would like burn them.
Oh.
So if you wanted like a shitload of Mogwais, then just give them a bath, and then you can have
and then
cool
make
pets.
sure they're on intermittent fasting there. So
right, yeah, intermittent fasting diets can only feed them between daylight hours. Now the problem is that you can't trust everyone to do their shit the right way. So next thing you know, like in the movies, the gremlins would get smart, dude. They would like pour water on themselves after midnight, or like they pour water on themselves and then multiply gremlins, right? And then, yeah, it's all bad, man.
That's kind of what happened in Japan with the raccoons.
AKA Mogwais.
They got them all. Oh, there was like a huge raccoon craze, and I think it was Japan. This is where we need our fact checker. Someone fact check me on this. But in Japan, they had everybody buy these raccoons because when they're babies, they're all nice and cute and cuddly and stuff. And then those bitches would grow up and start like biting you and shit. So there's like a bunch of just errant raccoons around Japan, which aren't native. There's no native raccoons that are supposed to be there. They're all imported. It's crazy.
Raccoons are cool. There's like a cat island in Japan too. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. There's all sorts of stuff in Japan.
Raccoons so trash pandas are an invasive species in Japan, is what you're saying?
Yep. Because people would just get them, and then once they outgrew them, they would, let them go into the wild.
People around here do probably a lot of crocwearers actually have pandas, or not trash pandas, have raccoons as pets.
Ew.
That's a thing. Yeah, dude. I'm looking at Mogwais right now. I totally would have one. But then I'd fuck it up. I'd leave like a snack out or something, and little Mogwai man would get hungry, and next thing you know, gremlins. Fuck, man.
Be getting drunk and, hey, you want some of this little gremlin? Oh, shit.
Hey, girl, you hungry? And then, yeah, fucking gremlins. That's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
Yep. No, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. But they're cool. There's supposed to be another one coming out of that. Actually, now that I think about it.
Good. I already talked about my Netflix specials. So, as you can tell, I'm at the S's. Making my way.
You've done a good dent there.
Dude, yeah. Remember, the goal doesn't change. It's just got to get there. So, just getting through it. And then, yeah.
Well, I think we've kind of like busted our Halloween shop early here. I mean, we did that a couple episodes ago, so there's really nothing more to say about Halloween.
Talking about Thanksgiving now or something?
No, I'm not gonna do the retail game when it comes to the holiday here. We're gonna let Halloween go by, and then we'll talk about Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
That'll be the play. I think that's fair, right?
Yeah.
Give us a couple episodes of Thanksgiving. Give us a couple episodes of Christmas. Do it that way.
Yeah.
We already talked about Mariah Carey and Christmas. We're already kind of there. Right. Well, I think maybe this is like the hangover episode of episode 21, where it's like we partied all out on 21, and then the next episode is kind of like, yeah, man, we're just gonna kind of chill today, and
we're gonna just get some bacon.
Just give me some Motrin. Don't make any loud noises here, and we're gonna just hydrate. You got any Gatorade, man? Like that would be good.
Do we have any follow-ups? Anybody tell us their like mob name?
Nope, I didn't get any follow-ups yet on the Mafia names. Just to follow up that you need to drink more. That's all I got. You need to drink more.
Well, that person can go fuck themselves.
You're still there.
I don't care.
It's not nice.
I can go drink because, it makes me funnier.
Yes.
No.
That's a good reason too.
No.
No?
No. If someone wants to pay for alcohol for me to drink on here, maybe I'll do it.
Sponsored. You want to get sponsored in booze.
Sure.
Then you'll be funny.
Yeah, I could be. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll just pretend to drink.
No, that's not how that works. Because then you're just going to like pretend to be funny, and that's not going to work either. Well, let's button this one up because I don't think we've squeezed this lime as far as it's going to go. So I'm going to thank everyone for listening as always.
I thought we were doing Thanksgiving later. Why are you over here doing what I'm thankful for?
Well, I'm thankful for the fact that I can get another episode on the books. Episode 22 in the books. We made it.
Big
You guys can always track us down on our socials, which are at ILPAC Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.
Those ones are open to the public, by the way.
They are. You can see all the things we've ever posted. You can hit us up on YouTube as well, which is just basically another method for you to listen to this show. You can hit us up on ILPAC at ilpacpodcast@gmail.com for any messages if you'd like to send us something. And ilpac.com is our website that has all those links. It's probably the easiest central location to get to everything. Next week, we will hit the Dub 3, the Jordan of episodes here, so that'll be fun to do. And then maybe I'll watch that sneaker game to get hyped up for it before next week.
Or The Last Dance.
I'm almost through that. I got like 2 more episodes of The Last Dance to do. So I usually watch that while I'm doing laundry. It's pretty good.
It's all right. Yeah. One of my favorite things is the whole. I don't want to get too far into the politics of it, but Trump got COVID, right? And so there was a meme that had Trump, and it said like, COVID's over, and then there's a picture of Jordan when he says like, I took
offense to that.
Yeah, it says like COVID. I took offense to that. I lost my shit when I saw it the other day.
COVID's not a big deal, and it's underplayed. I took offense to that. Fuck him. Got him.
Got him.
So, yeah. All right. Well, thanks again for everything, everybody. Ray, I appreciate the time as always. Any final thoughts you'd like to share before we call this one good?
Enjoy the week. Enjoy the weekend if you're listening to this on Friday, Saturday. Enjoy the weekend. Yeah, go outside. Enjoy the air. It's not smoky anymore in this area anymore, so go
get a couple drinks. You'd probably be a little funnier.
Yeah, exactly. Well, maybe. I'm glad. I guess I'm glad I'm funnier opposed to like, hey Ray, you should drink more because you're more violent. Like that'd be a bad thing to be.
Could you imagine? Like, you're such more of an asshole. You drink. You should do this more often. Yeah, dude. At least you're a funny drunk or a happy drunk.
I guess it could be worse. It could be be like a, hey Ray, you're a fucking asshole when you're drunk.
Yeah. And you got people that are motivated to see you drink as opposed to like, don't ever give them a drink ever again. No more Capri Suns for that, man.
No more box juice.
All right, we'll go get a box juice, put on a nightcap, and I will see you next week. Thanks.
Take it easy.